Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Tausif, starting a live stream to talk about Greenland, the issue of Greenland. My friends, I want you to understand clearly that the United States of America must acquire Greenland. I'll say it loud and clear at the very beginning of this live stream because I understand that the title of this live stream is a question, and the question is, should the United States acquire Greenland? And I don't want you to wait for the answer. So I'm telling you, yes, the United States of America must acquire Greenland. I don't think there's an option to think otherwise. You can't say, oh, what if we acquire Greenland? There's no if. There's no if. It's when. Okay? When are we going to acquire Greenland? There's no scope for if. No if. It's when. When are we going to do it? What are we going to do when we acquire Greenland? What is the plan when Greenland becomes a territory of the United States? What is the next step when Greenland becomes a part of the United States? It's about when. It's not about if. Before we go deeper into the discussion, I just want to make you aware of some facts pertaining to Greenland. Greenland is a giant island. It's a very large island. About 80% of Greenland is ice-capped. Greenland is located in northern, in the northern part of the globe, between the Arctic Ocean and the North Atlantic Ocean. The summers are cool. The winters are very cold in Greenland. And if you want to talk about agriculture, my friends, there's not a lot of agricultural land. I mean, it's cold. It's icy. I don't think there's a lot of room to grow crops. Okay? It's not the ideal place for farming, no. Most of the island is uninhabited. There's some population, mostly in the southwest shoreline area. Has anyone ever been to Greenland? Have you been to Greenland? If you're watching this and you've been to Greenland, you've lived there, you've stayed there, you've spent time on that island, and you have some experience, you've spent a summer or a winter, hey, the live chat is open. Go ahead, share your thoughts in the live chat window if you have ever been to Greenland. My friends, the population, we were talking about the population of Greenland. Can anyone make a guess? How many people are there on that island? What is the population? Is it in the hundreds? Is it in the thousands, millions? I don't know. Hey, listen, I'm going to give you the answer in just a little bit. But I want to hear from you. If you want to make a guess, what is the population of Greenland? I'm going to give you 30 seconds so you can make a guess. Write down that number. You don't have to be accurate. You just make a guess, my friends. Salerno is saying 50,000. K. Cooper is saying 56,500. Anyone else? You got some more time. Anyone else who wants to make a guess, go ahead, do it, my friends. All right. 10 more seconds, no? Anyone else? All right, I'm going to give you the answer. The population. Oh, by the way, Frank said 60,000. All right. Nick is saying 35,000. All right. Let me give you the answer. The population is right around 57,000 or 58,000 people. It's between 57 and 58,000 people. So it's a very, very small population. Very small population, my friends. I mean, just to understand the size of the Greenland population, think about your favorite stadium in the US. What's your favorite stadium? What is the seating capacity in the stadium? Okay? I mean, here I am in Wisconsin. What stadium am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about Lambeau Field, Green Bay. Lambeau Field, here in Wisconsin, in Green Bay, has a seating capacity of more than 80,000 people. 80. That's right. So the entire population of Greenland can fit in an American stadium, for example, Lambeau Field, and there will still be room for more people. Lambeau Field, 80,000 plus people, it can fit. And the population of Greenland is right around 57, 58,000. So you get the picture. It's a big piece of land. It's a massive island, but with a very small population. My friends, I want you to go back to the past. That's right. No, I'm not talking about having a time machine because, I don't know if you've got a time machine because I don't. I don't know if anyone has a time machine. I'm not asking you to use a time machine to go back to the past, but all I'm saying is, in your memories, revisit December 2024. That was when I first talked about Greenland. I talked about President Donald J. Trump's December 2024, right after the election, President-elect Donald Trump. At the time, he expressed his thoughts regarding Greenland, and so I discussed that on my channel. Going back to December 2024, it was during a podcast episode. The episode was titled Donald Trump and the Plans for Expansion. So that was December 2024. And then again, the following month in January of 2025, almost a year ago from today, but January 2025, I talked about Greenland during a live stream on my YouTube channel. And then last month, my friends, December of 2025, I published a blog post. It's on my website, tausifanam.net. I have written my website address. I have posted that in the live chat window, and I've actually pinned the information to the top of the chat screen. You can look at it. Website, tausifanam.net. And that's where you'll find my blog. And I published a blog post last month, and the title was, Don't Forget Greenland. I asked people to not forget Greenland. And in that blog post, my friends, I wrote very clearly, that the United States should not forget about Greenland. And I wrote that the Trump administration should keep an eye on Greenland for the possibility of purchasing the land through proper international negotiation and deal making. It's all in my blog, my friends. I further wrote that Greenland is a gem. There are probably more natural resources in Greenland than the average person can imagine. There are resources that can be extracted using American technology and manpower. If you are joining right now, if this is the first time you are watching a video on this channel and you're trying to figure out what we are talking about, my friends, this is a channel where we talk about social and political issues, both domestic and international. And today we're trying to answer the question, should the United States acquire Greenland? So my friend, make sure that you are subscribed. Subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, share this video, and share your thoughts in the live chat window, my friends. Listen to me, please. Listen to me when I say to you that Greenland has tremendous natural resources. Greenland is a territory of Denmark right now. For anyone who doesn't know much about Greenland, I mean, I'm not going to blame you. Not everyone has an interest in geography and history and international politics and international relations. That's all right. If you don't know much about Greenland, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to share with you as much information as I can during this live stream, and you can ask your questions in the live chat window, my friends. Greenland is a territory of Denmark right now. That might change. That might change. Now, Denmark is a beautiful country, great people, great people. But let me ask you one question. Does Denmark, hey, listen to me when I ask you this, does Denmark have the technological capability and the money needed to extract Greenland's natural resources? Can you answer that question? Do you have any thoughts about that? Do you think Denmark has the technological capability and the money needed to extract Greenland's natural resources? Salerno is saying no. Anyone else? Would you like me to wait, pause for maybe 30 seconds? Joe is saying no. Anyone else? Kay Cooper is saying probably not. Hey, it's good to see friends tuning in for this live stream. I see so many of you are here. I have not been able to mention everyone's name, but I appreciate you being here. Kay Cooper, Salerno, Frank, and others. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your participation. So let me answer the question. No, I don't think Denmark has. I don't think Denmark has the technological capability and the money needed to extract Greenland's resources, natural resources. You can do some research. If you are not sure about the answer, you can do some research and try to figure out what the right answer is. Is Denmark capable enough technologically and financially to extract the rich natural resources that Greenland has? Do some research. Try to find out the answer. My friends, when I say natural resources, what am I talking about? Anyone has any idea? We're talking about potential oil and gas resources. We're talking about rare earth elements. And there's a lot more that we probably can't even imagine right now. It's going to be a long list of natural elements, natural resources. If we publish a list here, what natural resources does Greenland have? It's going to be a long list. And my friends, these are natural resources that could be used for the benefit of humanity. For something like this, you have to think large. You have to think about the greater scale. All these resources, all these minerals, truly, my friends, when we are talking about Greenland, the sky is the limit. Sadly, Denmark cannot extract these resources. Greenland cannot extract these resources because of high costs and logistical challenges. But you know what? I'm gonna show you a very positive side. I'm gonna give you some good news. Because right now you're thinking about Greenland full of natural resources, but neither Denmark nor Greenland can extract these resources. So you got God-given resources that cannot be used for the benefit of humanity, because it's going to require a lot of manpower, a lot of technology, a lot of money to undertake the mining and the extraction projects. But here's the bright side. Here's the bright side. I'm always optimistic. I'm always thinking positive. And that's why I'm going to share with you the bright side. The United States of America can extract these resources. That's right. The United States of America can make sure that these resources are used for the greater benefit of mankind. My friends, we all know that Russia and China, they are trying to assert their influence. They are trying to become more powerful. They are trying to counter America's influence. That's right. It's not just that, oh, Russia is trying to become more influential, or China is trying to become more influential. No. What these countries are trying to do, and there are others in the list, they are actively trying to counter America's influence. How many times have I talked about BRICS? Do you remember BRICS? Do you know what it is? BRICS? BRICS? There are countries that have gathered together. They have formed an alliance to try to come up with a new form of currency. New currency. BRICS, they call it. So far, it's just an idea. It's hypothetical. It doesn't exist, but there are countries that are trying to create this alternate currency for international trade just to counter America's influence, just to weaken the US dollar. So they're trying to come up with BRICS. Now, where does the word come from, BRICS? B stands for Brazil. R stands for Russia. I stands for India. C stands for China. And S stands for South Africa. So Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and there are others. They have formed, what do you want to call it? An alliance, a cooperative, to try to counter US influence. And so, do you think that they're just going to try to form a new currency and do nothing else? No. In every way, Russia and China and their buddies are going to try to counter America's influence. We have adversaries as well as competitors who would like to defeat the US dollar. They would like to defeat the US GDP. They would like to have more powerful militaries than what we have in America. There are countries that are trying to gain more influence. Now, right now, the United States of America has the most powerful military in the world. The United States of America has the most powerful economy in the world. But Russia and China, and there are others in the list, they're trying to compete with the US in every possible way. Russia and China are both trying to gain geopolitical advantage. They're trying to build a network across the world. Russia and China are trying to bring certain countries to their teams. Don't forget Venezuela. Do not forget Venezuela. There's a lot going on there. I'm not going to discuss Venezuela in details for this live stream because I'm going to be focusing on Greenland. But my friends, why did President Donald J. Trump take such strong action in Venezuela? One of the reasons is that China and Russia were both trying to gain strong foothold in that country, in Venezuela. Venezuela is in our hemisphere. Venezuela is really close to the US. But Russia and China, from the other side of the world, they were trying to sort of form a base in Venezuela. They were trying to use Venezuela and the Maduro regime to try to spread Russian and Chinese influence in this region, in the Western Hemisphere. And so President Trump had to take that action. He had to launch that large-scale military operation in Venezuela to send a message to the whole world. And also, of course, to arrest Nicolas Maduro, who has committed many crimes. And so now Maduro is in the US facing the American justice system. My friends, going into the future, you got to look beyond Venezuela. You got to look beyond some of the other regions that we talk about. Yeah, we talk about Latin America. We talk about the Middle East. We talk about the Indo-Pacific region, right? There's a lot of tension in the Indo-Pacific region, right? Are we going to talk about Taiwan? Are we going to talk about China? Are we going to talk about everything else that's happening over there? North Korea, South Korea, Japan? Not today, maybe later on. By the way, my friends, if you're watching this and you enjoy talking about social and political issues, both domestic and international, if you have an interest in understanding global politics, global affairs, as well as domestic issues, my friends, please make sure that you're subscribing to stay connected to this channel. So yeah, we can talk about the Indo-Pacific region. We can talk about the Middle East. We can talk about Latin America. But my friends, you have to look beyond the obvious parts of the world. You have to think about the future. The Arctic region is going to be where competition takes place between powerful and ambitious countries. That's right. We're talking about the colder regions. We're talking about the Arctic region. I see a lot of people watching this. I see a lot of people watching this. My friends, listen. I appreciate you all being here. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Listen, I'm just getting started. I have a lot more to discuss. So do not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere, my friends. Stay here because there's a lot to discuss. Focus on the Arctic region. Look at the map of the world. A large paper map on a big table, on a big desk. Look at the map. Look at the map of the world on your computer screen. Look at the Arctic region. That is where competition between powerful and ambitious countries will take place. This is something that you have to keep in mind. I know people are busy talking about the Middle East. They're busy talking about South Asia and the Indo-Pacific region and Latin America and so on and so forth. Oh, what's happening in Europe? What's happening between Ukraine and Russia and Poland and Finland? Hey, listen, everything's important. But start focusing on the Arctic region as well. Russia and China, they will try to gain advantage in the cold Arctic region of the globe. Russia and China, they will try to gain influence in that region. And so the United States of America cannot sit idle. And President Trump understands that. This is a leader, Donald J. Trump, who's not only learning from the past, he's not only solving problems at present, but also he's looking at the future. He's looking 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years down the road. And that's why he's a leader who has been talking about Greenland. He understands the importance of the Arctic region. The United States will have to act first. We cannot allow Russia and China to make their moves. No. We have to act first. We have to act fast. And the United States of America will have to act in a very bold manner to make sure that we acquire Greenland. That's right. My friends, listen. We got a lot of people watching this right now. This is live. You're all here. And I know people have very, very strong reactions, both for and against this idea. Listen, I'm doing this live stream, and trust me, I'm not under the assumption that, oh, whatever I say, people are just going to agree with me. They're going to say, Tausif, keep up the good work. Whatever you're saying is right. You're presenting facts. You're telling the truth. You're explaining the issues. You're pointing out important things. That's right. There are people who would say that. But then there are others who are going to disagree with me. As usual, there are people who disagree with me no matter what I say. I may wake up in the morning and say, hey, the sky is blue. I'm doing a live stream in the morning and I'm looking at the blue sky. And they might say, no, it's not blue. Tausif said blue sky. So it might be something. It might be green. Hey, listen. If you are disagreeing with me just for the sake of disagreement, that's not very productive. Okay? You can agree with me on certain things. You can disagree with me on certain things. If you have other arguments, if you have more knowledge about the Greenland and that region, share it with me. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to hear from you. I'm willing to hear your thoughts. But if you're saying, oh, Tausif said we should acquire Greenland, so I'm going to oppose him no matter what. Hey, listen, that is not productive. And ask yourself, are you an American? Are you a natural born US citizen? Are you a naturalized US citizen? If you are an American, you have to think about national security. You have to think about safety. You have to think about America's long-term future. My friends, think carefully. And let me tell you, it's not just about the United States. No, no, no. Yes, I'm saying that the United States should acquire Greenland, but it's not just for the benefit of the United States. No, it's for global peace and security. And also, it's about NATO. That's right. A stronger America means a stronger NATO. I hope you understand that relationship. It's a direct relationship. A stronger US means a stronger NATO. If Russia and China expand their influence in the Arctic, then that would be alarming for the United States of America, and it would be alarming for NATO. And if the US acquires Greenland, it would give America great geopolitical advantage in the Arctic region. The United States military could have a stronger presence in that part of the world. And as a result of that, NATO will be much stronger. NATO will be much stronger with Greenland in US control. I hope you're following the logic. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. If you don't, just let me know. Just let me know. Say, Tausif, would you please repeat that? And I will. Trust me. Denmark is a NATO country. Denmark is an ally. And I think Denmark must understand that Greenland would be much better off if it becomes a part of the United States of America. This is not just about the US. No. I know people have misconceptions about this. People are, some of you out there might be saying, oh, US wants Greenland, US wants a bigger piece of the land, more natural resources, it's going to benefit the US. No, 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 no. This is for global peace and security. If the United States of America acquires Greenland, then the US will be better off. Greenland will be better off, Denmark will be better off, and the entire European Union will be better off. NATO will be better off with Greenland in US control. So that's why I say you got to think about the bigger picture. You have to think about the bigger picture. The United States of America is the most powerful country in the world. If Greenland becomes a part of the US, then American technology with American manpower, with American military power, we can really ensure that the Arctic region is protected and that Chinese influence and Russian influence is not allowed to spread in the Arctic region, which is going to make European countries better off. They will be more protected. Europe, yeah, NATO. So you got to think about the larger picture here. Okay? Don't just look at the obvious stuff. If you're listening to the news, you're going to hear a lot of different things. Okay? There are many anti-Trump voices who will oppose whatever Trump decides to do. But you cannot allow that kind of bias To prevail, you have to free yourself up from the left-wing bias. You have to look at the facts. You have to look at the future. Facts and future, facts and future. Yes, the United States wants to acquire Greenland, but it's not just for the US. Because the US wants to make this whole region great again. That's right. There's need for unity right now. There's need for unity. Let me see some comments here. There's need for unity collectively. Europe must understand that Greenland should belong to the United States, and I think this can be achieved through dialogue. If you're reading the news, you'll probably see some opinions coming from people who oppose the idea, but let me tell you, things will change. As time goes by, you are going to see a shift in opinions. You're going to see a gradual shift, and more people over, as days go by, more and more people will start saying, hey, I think that's a good idea. For America's future, for Greenland's future, for Europe's future, it's a great idea. As time goes by, more and more people will say, yeah, that's right, America must acquire Greenland. It's going to be a great decision for global peace and security. Global peace and security. Now, some folks in Greenland may push back a little bit. I mean, talk about instant reactions. Some folks in Greenland might say, oh, no, we don't want to be a part of the US. No? People will realize over time that they are better off. The people of Greenland will be better off if they join the US. Denmark also will soon realize what's best for everyone. To the United States, it's a matter of national security, but not just America's national security. It's about global peace and security. I've already repeated that a few times now. So roughly, okay, before I get to that, hold on. Reportedly, the Trump administration is considering paying each Greenland resident up to $100,000 to encourage them to join the US. Now, this is just according to reports. I don't know any details about this. I don't know if this is something that is just an idea or is it really going to happen? Is this going to be an approach that President Trump and his administration adopt in trying to encourage the people of Greenland to become a part of the US? It doesn't say 100,000. It says up to 100,000. So it could be, I don't know, 50,000, 60,000, 80,000, 10,000, who knows, 100,000. Let's assume it's 100,000. 100,000 per person in Greenland to encourage them to join the US, okay? We're talking hypotheticals here. This is not concrete. This is not a done deal. Hypothetical. So you should understand that. I have to mention that because what if it does not happen? What if a different approach is adopted to encourage Greenland to become a part of the US rather than giving them up to $100,000 each? So don't take it as concrete information. Okay? But let's assume that per person in Greenland, each Greenland resident gets $100,000 from the US. Roughly, that would be $6 billion, right? A little under, I think. Because there are right around 57,000 to 58,000 residents on that island in Greenland. So multiply that by 100,000. So, take 58,000 people, multiply that by 100,000. Okay, round it up, it's going to be around 6 billion, close to $6 billion. So it's doable. It's possible. 6 billion. I mean, it's a lot of money, but not in the grand scheme of things. It's not. You know, America is spending a lot of money on so many things, billions, tens of billions. We often talk about trillions, right? Our national debt, look at it, trillions. So it's not an exorbitant sum given the fact that it's a very big island. So I want to hear your thoughts on that. Okay, I would like to hear your thoughts on that. Share with me your thoughts, my friends. And also make sure that you're subscribing. It's important that you subscribe and stay connected to this channel. So I think if we do this, if we adopt an approach, a strategy, if we make a deal with Denmark to acquire Greenland, I think we will be doing Europe a very big favor. We will be doing Europe a very big favor by acquiring Greenland and increasing security in the Arctic region. That's right. I said it loud and clear. If the United States acquires Greenland, it's the same as doing Europe a big favor, because with greater US presence in the region, including possibly US military presence in that region, there's going to be increased global security, which will benefit America, which will benefit Europe. Hey, listen, I don't expect, like I said, I don't expect all of you to say, oh, Tassif, you're so right. No. Listen, just share your thoughts, whatever that may be. Do you agree with me? If you do, if you agree with the things I said, at least let's say not 100%, but you agree with the idea, 80%, 90% you agree with me, please write in the live chat, agree, or Tassif, I agree with you, or Tassif. Whatever you're saying makes sense. Let's see. We got, I'm going to read some comments here. We got is it Sylvester saying I agree 100%. Andra, is it Andra saying agree? There's Raphael is saying agree. There's somebody, Cole, is saying disagree. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, Cole. You can disagree now. That's all right. But you know what I would like you to do? Think about it afterwards. After this live stream's over, after the discussion concludes, think about it. And maybe tomorrow or day after, or at some point in the near future, you will realize, hey, Tassif is right. Maybe you'll realize, maybe you'll change your mind and you'll say, Tassif, I've thought about it and I agree with you. I think you're right. Okay, let's see. Anyone else? We got Kathy saying agree. Jeffrey saying disagree. Paul is saying most people agreed. Thank you, Paul. Anyone else? Let's see. Ross, is it Ross saying don't agree? All right. There's a viewer here, IBM, saying you're a great American. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. I'm proud to be an American. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue. There's someone named Wolf saying disagree. Salerno is saying absolutely. So Salerno agrees. K. Cooper is saying TTTT, which means Tassif tells the truth. That term was Swaggy, our friend Swaggy, that's Colin from California, came up with that. TTTT, Tassif tells the truth. Ryan doesn't agree with me. That's all right. That's all right, Ryan. That's all right. Who else? RV is saying America first. Yeah, that's great. I agree. America first. There's someone named Queen saying I agree with you. All right, thank you. There's another person saying I agree. Eric is saying I agree. All right. Excellent, excellent, my friends. Thank you so very much. It's a lot of people are here for the first time, I believe. Queen is asking, "What's your prediction of the midterms?" Hey, Queen, listen. I'm gonna talk about that. I will share my prediction about the midterms. I already have started doing that. I've started having for each live stream or each podcast episode, I've been talking about the different states. Michigan and Georgia. I've been talking about Nevada. I've talked about um, uh, Arizona too, I think, and I will discuss more, obviously. The Senate races, the gubernatorial races, and that's going to be an ongoing project. All right, I cannot discuss everything all at once. It's going to have to be state by state by state. Okay, but I will do that. So thank you for your interest in that. All right. Hold on a second. So anyone here for the first time, anyone watching for the first time, please let me know. Anyone watching this channel for the very first time. Okay, Robert is saying first timer. Matthew is saying yes. Laurie is saying yes. D is saying yes. Paul is saying yes. SB is saying yes. Ben is saying me. So okay, great. Hey, listen. I have been live streaming since January of 2024. And this is January of 2026. I've been live streaming for 2 years. Many live streams, many videos. There have been days when I've done live streams like more than one on a given day. Usually on my days off, when I don't have any other commitments. I've live streamed more than once over a 24-hour period. Okay. So yeah, well, thank you to the new people who are here. We always welcome new viewers. Make sure you're subscribing, staying connected. By the way, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not concluding because usually when I'm doing a live stream, I have things I want to share, but also I want to engage in conversation with you. And so I'm not going anywhere. All right. Kay Cooper is saying, welcome, first timers. Yeah, that's our friend Kay Cooper from the great state of Texas. Anyone from Texas? Kay Cooper is from Texas. We know Kay Cooper is a friend of this community, but anyone else from the great state of Texas watching this live? Lori is from California. Okay, CA, California. Paul is from Pennsylvania, PA. And what about the others? Chad is from, is it Houston? You said Houston. Robert is from Toronto. V is from Oklahoma. When I can't read your full screen name, I usually go by the first letter or the first two letters. abbreviation. So Andra, is it Andra? Is from Michigan. That's next door. I'm from Wisconsin, right here. So Michigan is next door. Michigan is neighbor. Okay, we got is it Leyland from Ohio? Donnie is from West Texas. That's awesome. Hey, Donnie from West Texas. All right. I love West Texas. You know why? You know why I love West Texas? Number one, because it's Texas, obviously. Great state, great people. But hey, whenever I'm thinking West Texas, I'm thinking oil. I'm thinking oil. I'm thinking liquid gold, right? We love West Texas. Robert is from Toronto. I think V is from Oklahoma. I mentioned Chad. I said Houston. Judy is from San Antonio. We got another viewer from Pensacola, Florida. Okay. All right. We got Joe from Washington State. Cody is from Central Valley, California. All right, Cody. We got Scott from Kentucky. By the way, I love Kentucky. Great state, great people. Kentucky has a very interesting race coming up in 2026. Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. We're going to be watching Kentucky. The Senate race. It's going to be intense. Let me tell you that. Because Mitch McConnell, former Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell is not going to be running again. So who's going to be the next U.S. Senator from Kentucky? We're going to be watching that very closely. Anna is from Illinois. Hello, Anna. All right, let's see. Anyone who has not responded? Anyone who has not responded? Suki is saying hello. Hello, Suki. Introduce yourself, my friends. We got more than 200 people watching right now at this very moment. TJ is from Virginia. That's awesome, TJ. Sylvester is from Canada. Oh, we got a viewer from Wisconsin. That's awesome. Roberts is from Minnesota. Okay. So the viewer who's from Wisconsin, King. All right. Where in Wisconsin? Suki's from Colorado, Boulder, Colorado. Great, Suki. Suki, you've watched my channel before, right? So the person from Wisconsin, which part of Wisconsin are you from? I'm in Madison. Okay, we got Tail from Florida. Oh, from Town, from Madison. Hey, cool. From my city. That's where I live. We got another viewer from Wisconsin. Derek's from Minneapolis. We got a viewer from Appleton. Jason is from British Columbia. Jason, welcome. Ronald is from Clearwater, Florida. Who else? Who did I miss? Someone says, remove that cap. There you go. I don't know why people say that. Remove that cap. What? What's the reason? Andre saying, love your channel. Thank you, Andra. Is it Andra? Is it Andra? Let me know if I'm mispronouncing. You know, people said, remove your cap. Why? Andhra, all right, Andhra. All right. Yeah, listen, if you love my hat, write MAGA in the live chat. If you love my hat, if you agree with the message on my hat, write MAGA in the live chat. We got a viewer saying, love your channel. Thank you. Love Trump. Thank you. Ronald is saying MAGA. Debbie saying MAGA. Salerno saying MAGA. Others, Paul. So many others. MAGA, MAGA. See, it's awesome to see so many freedom-loving Americans here. And also we got friends from outside the US, but those who also believe in freedom. Okay? Thanks for being here, everyone. Jason saying, love President Trump. Thank you, Jason. Kay Cooper says, MAGA hat with MAGA hair. Yeah. MAGA hat with MAGA hair. Trump is protecting our freedom. Okay. Trump is protecting our freedom. One person's asking me, what's the best advice you can give someone? The best advice, I think, is always be honest. Always tell the truth. That's the best advice in life, no matter what. Always be honest. Always tell the truth. And that's the goal of this channel. We tell the truth. We share the facts. Absolutely. Someone says, you sound Caribbean. I'm not Caribbean, no. Anyone else? Would you like to introduce yourself? Okay, ask me questions. Ask me questions about Greenland. Ask me questions about, I don't know, Venezuela, if you want. I'm gonna give you my website right here. Louis is asking, hi, you love Trump? Yes, we support Trump. Absolutely. I voted for Trump in 2016, 2020, 2024. Voted for Trump. Someone's asking about me. I think quite a few people would like to know more about me. I'm a U.S. citizen. That's right. Yeah, Denmark. Denmark is NATO. Yeah, Denmark is a NATO country. Absolutely. Yes, I'm a U.S. citizen, naturalized. Yep. '71 likes on this video. Wow. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever been to a Trump rally? Have you ever been to a Trump rally? Just even if it's just for once, ever been to a Trump rally? Whether during the 2016 election cycle, 2020, or the 2024 election cycle. Let me know if you have ever been to a Trump rally. Go ahead, answer in the live chat. Okay, we got a few people saying no, not yet. Okay, we got yes. A couple folks saying yes so far. Oh, Salerno is saying in Wildwood, New Jersey. Salerno, that was quite a rally. I wasn't there, but I watched, and it was a major rally in New Jersey. I remember that one. In Wildwood, New Jersey, Trump rally. That was pretty historic, I think. That was in May of 2024. I'm trying to look up the information. Yeah, May of 2024, when that rally took place in Wildwood, New Jersey. Salerno saying it's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to share with you. I think some people have interest in this. I'm going to share with you a link to my blog post on Greenland. Give me a second. I'm going to share this with you. Okay, get ready for this. The link is coming. Get ready. Here you go. Can you click on it? Let me know if you're able to click on it. It's the link to my blog post titled "Don't Forget Greenland." A viewer is asking, what do you want from Greenland? You know, I think the question can be phrased a little differently. The question is, what do you want from Greenland? Meaning, the US, what does the US want from Greenland? Listen, it's about what the US wants to give to Europe. Okay? So, if the US acquires Greenland, it's going to benefit Europe. It's going to benefit America and Europe. It's going to benefit NATO. Okay? So if the US acquires Greenland, it'll be for the greater good. It'll be for the greater, safety and security. Because right now, Denmark has Greenland. Greenland is a self-governing territory, but it's part of Denmark. And Denmark is not able to, is not able to utilize the full potential of Greenland. Greenland is not able to utilize its full potential. So whether you're talking about natural resources, whether you're talking about using Greenland to make the Arctic region safe, to increase the level of global security in the in the Arctic region, security in the Arctic region and around the globe, the US can do that. The US has the technology, and I'm repeating just because somebody asked a question. The US has the technological capability and the money to extract the natural resources that are there in Greenland. And if we do that, it's going to benefit everyone. It's going to benefit us and our allies. If the US acquires Greenland, then the US military can have a stronger presence in that region. Remember, we're building the Golden Dome missile defense system. We talked about that on this channel. Remember? The Golden Dome missile defense system. So President Trump is prioritizing global safety and security. And our next door neighbor, Canada, is going to benefit from the Golden Dome missile defense system, for example. And so you think about what the US is trying to build, missile defense system, and really using AI and the most advanced technology. And so if Greenland becomes a part of the US, obviously Greenland is going to be protected. That entire region is going to be protected, and then it's going to prevent the growth of Russian and Chinese influence in the Arctic region. So Europe will be safer. Europe will be safer. I mean, believe me, if everything goes well, if Greenland becomes a part of the US, you're going to see all the European countries thank the US. They're going to say, thank you, US, for acquiring Greenland and for advancing global peace and security. So, I mean, I don't know, I forgot what the question was, but it's not just about what the US wants. It's about what's good for Europe, what's good for US, what's good for the entire region and our allies. So as I said, if America acquires Greenland, America will be doing a great favor for Europe. Does that make sense, my friends? Do you agree with what I just said? Let me know in the live chat. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the live chat. Andre is saying agree. There are others who are saying agree. Thank you so very much. Yeah, there are those who disagree, but they'll understand. They'll understand my point very soon. They will. Someone's asking, who are you? I'm a human being. Thank you for asking. Uh, Cody agrees with me. Thank you, Cody. Rose is saying, where are you from? Well, I am in Madison, Wisconsin, Rose. I'm in the city of Madison in the great state of Wisconsin. Well, I'm trying to read the comments, but I can't because there are so many comments. I try to read one and it just goes away and there's a new one. Uh, we got uh, Dr. Rock who's saying, loving the hat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Jed is saying there are 50,000 people in Greenland. No, 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 not 50,000, not 50,000. You got to look at the latest estimates. It's between 57,000 and 58,000. Not 50,000. It's a little higher. Okay, in the 50s, but it's closer to 58. Gianna is here. Hello, Gianna. This is Gianna from New York. Gianna from New York is here. Gianna, good to see you. It's the same Gianna, right? Gianna from New York. That's our friend. Please go ahead and confirm, Gianna. Yes, yes, Gianna, I remember. Thank you for being here. It's always great to see friends coming back and joining the live stream. Uh, another viewer saying, I agree with you. Thanks so much. Okay, listen, just another reminder, if you have not subscribed yet, will you please go ahead, hit the subscribe button? Thank you. Jason is saying, make Greenland great again. Hey, I love it. Make Greenland great again. It's awesome. Uh, Someone saying stop taking people's land. Okay, so you're probably addressing Vladimir Putin, right? A viewer just said stop taking people's land. That's actually a comment meant for Putin because that's what Vladimir Putin is doing. He's uh he's sending his military and he's trying to take away people's land from Ukraine. Okay, so we got a viewer, I think, who is trying to discuss the Ukraine-Russia issue, and basically saying to Putin, "Hey, Putin, stop taking people's land." Yes, and I agree. Putin should end this war and stop taking people's land. Someone's saying eat beef. Yeah, I love beef. I actually have beef in my refrigerator. Uh, Prepared it with lots of flavorful spices. I love beef. It's one of my favorite things to eat. Um, you will actually, on my channel, if you look up beef videos, you're going to find some great videos of me preparing beef. Some of my short videos are a lot of my shorts videos, maybe hundreds of them. I mean, it's all about food, including beef. So yeah, go ahead and yeah, look those up. I absolutely love beef. All right. Let's see. Kay Cooper is saying ask intelligent question first. Yeah, Kay, that's what I've always encouraged people to do is to ask meaningful, intelligent questions, meaningful questions. Okay, people are asking me about, when I came to the U.S. and so on and so forth, right? Let me share with you a video. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you a video of my naturalization ceremony, which you're gonna love. It's less than 5 minutes long, so it's not too long, but you're going to love that video, and I'm gonna share that with you right here. Just make sure that you're clicking on the link here. Hold on. It's on YouTube, but I'll make it easy for you to view. Uh, Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'll share the link right here now. Go ahead. Click on that link. It'll take you to my YouTube video about my naturalization ceremony, okay, when I became a US citizen. Were you able to click on that link? Area is saying congrats on becoming a citizen. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was in 2014 when I became a US citizen. Uh, it was wonderful. One of the greatest days of my life when I became a US citizen. Area says, truly, that is awesome. Thank you. Kay Cooper says, so proud of you, Tassif. Thank you, Kay. Yes. Okay, I'm ready for your questions. Please go ahead. Ask me meaningful questions. I'd be happy to answer. Yes. Yes. Hopefully, there's going to be a flood of questions here now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ask me questions about Ukraine, Russia, Venezuela. Ask me questions about Greenland. Um, yeah. Yes. Oh, where is everyone? So many people were writing comments. Where are you all? Love to see the flood of comments that was coming in. Where is it? Oh, our friend Dee is here from California. Hello, Dee. Good to see you. Oh yeah, everyone's coming back now. That's awesome. Hey, it's great to see you all. All right. Excellent. Andre is asking, what is the current state of the Ukraine-Russia war? We don't really know, Andra. Every time it seems, okay, there's going to be peace, there's going to be peace, there's going to be a peace deal, and then something happens. It's usually Vladimir Putin who does something or says something that kind of spoils the entire peacemaking process. Vladimir Putin, okay? It just makes me wonder if Putin actually wants peace or not. Or does he just want to keep waging this war, continuing with this war? And yeah, I don't know. Every time there's a peace process, Putin does something, and then the progress gets interrupted. Teresa Ross is here. Hello, Teresa. So good to see you. Teresa Ross, supporting this channel since day one. Teresa, you've been supporting this channel since day one, right? That was back in January of 2024. Here we are in January of 2026. 2 years. 2 years of live streaming, Teresa. And Teresa has been with us supporting this channel always. So thank you so very much. Teresa from Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. Teresa Ross says 2 years. That's right, Teresa. Time flies. Viewers saying, please answer your chat. Yeah, I'm doing my best to answer the questions that come up in the chat, in the live chat. I'm trying to respond to questions and comments, and so I'm doing my best. But you can, when you look at the live chat window, you can see the flood of questions, the flood of comments. All right, comments and questions pouring in, people sharing their thoughts and reactions. So it is not possible for me to read each and every comment and respond to each and every question. It is just not possible. There's not enough time. Okay, and so I'm doing my best. But if you want to send me, like you want to draw my attention, you have a specific question or a point you want to make, and somehow, unfortunately, maybe I've missed reading it in the live chat, then you can always email me. You can do that. At the top of the chat screen, you will see a pinned comment. It has my website address and also my email address. My email is tosif@tosifandam.net. So if you've asked me a question and I have missed responding to it, go ahead and send me that question by emailing me, and I will try my best to answer. If I know the answer, I will. If I don't, then, I never promise that I know the answer to every question. Okay, no one can promise that. So I do my best. I do my best. So thank you all. Still lots of comments coming in. Great to see the energy and enthusiasm that people have as they are participating in the discussion. So I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thanks to all those who have subscribed today. I am very, very grateful. that you've decided to support my channel. And as I've always said, I'll say it again, to support this channel, you don't have to, spend a penny. It's just you hit the subscribe button, like this video, share this video. That's all you do. Doesn't cost you anything. Okay, you just take the time to hit the subscribe button. That's all. And like and share, of course. All right, my friends, 92 likes. That's awesome. It's been a great live stream. We are only 1 hour and 33 minutes in, and close to 100 likes already. It's 92. So that's great. Thanks all for being here, for your participation. I'm probably going to wrap this up real soon. Or we could go on for another half hour. I don't know. What do you say? Andre saying love and blessings. Thank you. Thank you, Andra. Thank you, Andra. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's what we should do as human beings. We have to care for, we have to care about our fellow human beings. We have to love this earth. We have to love human civilization. We have to pray for each other, my friends. Together, we can make this world a better place. We really can. And that's always my goal. I try to play my part in making this world a better place by sharing accurate information, timely information with you, by creating an environment where we can all share our views, share our thoughts, exercise our freedom of speech, and I'm so grateful to have so many of you supporting me and giving me encouragement and participating in the conversations that we have. So yeah, love and blessings for everyone. Thank you so very much, my friends. And I'm gonna wrap up this live stream now. But if you can we get to 100 likes, do you think? Is it possible? Selena is here. Hello, Selena. Good to see you, Selena. Do you think we can get to 100 likes? Is that possible? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to say we'll definitely get there, but it'd be nice if we could. 96 likes. We need 4 more. 4 more. 4 more likes. We can get there. 96 so far. Andre is saying great stream. Yes, 100. 97. We need 3 more. $98. Wow. 99. Almost 100. Almost 100. Salerno is saying, God bless America. Absolutely. Can everyone please write this, what Salerno just wrote? God bless America. Everyone, will you write that in the live chat? Let's flood the live chat window. with the words, God bless America. And also, one more like. We'll be at 100. 100. There we are. God bless America. Everyone's saying God bless America. God bless America. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. I appreciate you all. So, to answer the question that we asked at the very beginning, should the United States acquire Greenland? I believe the answer is yes. Thank you for participating in the discussion today. Thank you for your questions and comments. And we will continue discussing more social and political issues, domestic and international, in future live streams. So thank you all for supporting this channel. Subscribe if you have not done so yet. Please subscribe. And I'll be back again very soon with more videos and more live streams. So may God bless you all. May God bless President Donald J. Trump. May God bless the Trump administration. May God bless the Republicans in Washington. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless our U.S. allies. And may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. So thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful night. And I'm going to be back again very soon. So please stay connected, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.